Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Not Reality, and in today's video, I am making a guide on the Saunil camp, the Elvia Calpheon version. This spot did just get buffed, so I will quickly read out the patch notes because it actually is a pretty big deal. So the Saunil camp, the Saunil siege towers, which are ones that spawn during the enraged mobs at a certain chance, the trash loot from it has increased from 4 to 8 to 8 to 16, which is pretty nice. But then also another big one is that the Saunil siege captain that sometimes spawns uh trash loot went from 10 to 12 to 100 to 120, which is also pretty nice. The big one here though is that the increased item drop rate of crystallized despairs went up by 4.2 times from the commander, the siege captain, and the tower. Now the crystallized despairs are basically the main money maker here, and I've seen some videos already from today that you can get like upwards of 15 to 16 of these per hour, which at that rate you're making around 800 to 900 mil an hour depending on how fast you go, and if you're using level 2 loot buff and whatnot. Now let me quickly show you the rotation that I recommend doing. So first of all, come over here to this little road right down from Trina Fort, right here where I am, and then if you walk up this hill, it is a good place to put your horse and any camp that you need to put down for villa buffs and whatnot. Now, this spot does have a unique kind of rotation, or at least a unique mechanic. So there's a bunch of these little packs that you're going to notice, but the main ones you want to focus on are these towers. Now, if there is no enraged mobs at the tower, you will get a little buff at the bottom that says extra AP against monsters plus 10. But if the mobs are enraged, let me see if I can get this off my screen. The mobs are enraged, like these here. You see how they say enraged over their heads? This flag will not give you a buff because there are the enraged mobs. If they are here, you just have to kill them, and then once you kill all of the enraged mobs, the flag will be able to give the buff again. So how does this rotation work exactly? So basically take any 3 to 4 flags and you can make it into a rotation. Personally, this is the one that I like to use. Start here, kill these. I go across here, kill these, kill this pack over here, come down, kill this pack, kill this if there's anything on it. Make sure you're constantly running in between the flags so you can get the buff on the uptime. Another flag here. I come down here to this pack, over here to this pack. If I feel like I'm going really fast, I hit this and then go over here for a bit and then come back around over here. Kill this pack. And kill those two down there. If you are fast, come up here, kill this pack here, this pack over here. And then we're going to basically loop around up to the flag again. Now, there are a couple events that do happen while you're killing the mobs. One of them is obviously the enraged mobs, which you will get a little message that says like the Saunil mobs are attacking the flags. And when that happens, you'll just see a bunch of mobs spawn. I'd recommend killing them when they're on the flags. Don't like go out of your way to kill them. But like if you're, let's say I'm over here killing this pack and I see a bunch of enraged mobs, go over to it and make sure you kill it so you can keep the uptime on the buff. Now, along with the enraged mobs, there are a couple other bosses and mechanics. So this place is similar to Hex, where every once in a while you will get a like a field boss to spawn. It could be the giant, it could be the one wizard dude. I don't exactly know their names, but those will spawn and there'll be a giant red ring around here and you'll just have to fight inside of it. I will be showing at the end of this video some clips of me fighting those just so you guys can see what they are. And then also there is a giant Saunil captain that spawns every once in a while. That one does not have a red ring or anything. It is just a boss that spawns and you can kill it for a chance at, you know, crystallized despairs and a bunch of good loot, which I will also have a clip of at the end of this video. But for this spot, like I said, you can expect anywhere between 800 to 900 mil if you are efficient. Your main money makers are obviously the trash loot and the crystallized spares. Sadly, the corrupted breaths don't really sell in the market. They're usually listed at over like 100,000 listings, so they don't really sell. It's up to you if you want to make the corrupted potions or if you just want to sell them for 30,000 silver. Along with that, we have the scorching sun shards. These also are pretty high, like so many listed that you're not really going to be able to sell them, which kind of sucks because it's 5 million market price, but you only get 50,000 silver. Obviously, you can try to sell it if you want, but I've had some up for a while that I actually took down recently because I just didn't think they were going to sell. There's 120,000 orders. Now, I think these will sell more than the corrupted ones because these are used for tapping for God Eye. So honestly, it's up to you if you want to list them or not. But other than that, you're going to be getting some of these tattered shadows. These are just more trash loot. I'd recommend, if you do have a bunch of maids, make sure you storage these every once in a while, because your main stacking thing on your horse is going to be the icy armor fragments. So just put these in your storage when you have the chance. And those are the items that you're going to be getting. Now for the buffs, the final thing is I just recommend using generic buffs. If you are, around 270, because this place, I guess I should mention, this place is 270 to 330, which is actually pretty low for an Elvia spot, or at least, a pretty decent AP for an Elvia spot that does drop Crystal of Spares and the Blessed Soul Fragment and all of these goodies. Now, I'd recommend, like I said, having your Beast Drought, have your Alchemy Stone, whether that be, this Sharp Alchemy Stone or a Vel's Heart. I'd recommend using, obviously, your tent buff, and then use a simple cron meal unless you do hit the AP cap, which you will have to check yourself if you do hit the AP cap. There's a really cool thing on Garmouth where you can check what AP cap you need for each spot. If you guys do want me to make a video on that, make sure you do comment below, and I will definitely make a video on that. Now, if you're a bit under geared or at around 270, I would recommend maybe going for a Frenzy Drought, just because Frenzy Drought will give you that little bit extra damage. It will minus your DP, but if you're a more tanky class, maybe it is a good trade out. And you also do get more HP recovery per hit than a Beast Drought. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to sign out now. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Like I said, there'll be clips after this of me doing the bosses. But yeah, if this video did help, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Once you do get this boss to spawn, which is the arena boss, as I like to call it, also known as like the field boss, there is two types that I know of, at least, that will spawn. It's this one right here, and then the giant. This one is pretty simple. It's just a DPS check. He does move around a lot, but it is pretty simple. And the giant will do a okay amount of damage, so you just gotta watch out for his conal abilities. They all have indicators, so you can easily dodge them. One thing I wanted to mention at the end of this video is that once you kill these arena bosses, not the Saunil captain, but these ones that spawn the red ring, you will get a 5-minute buff. It is very similar to the Elvia weapon buff, but it does only last for 5 minutes, and it does have a 20-minute cooldown. In that time, you can get another field boss spawn, but you just won't get the buff from them. As you can see, when I kill it here, I get this buff called Corrupted Darkness, and then this is the cooldown. It is actually 30 minutes, not 20 minutes, my bad. And then, as you can see, you kill things insanely fast when you get that.